Hello, hi, how you doing? Yeah, it's another one of those videos. To give some context, I've been a FIFA player since FIFA 03 and I've been a FIFA YouTuber since FIFA 13 and I stopped being a FIFA YouTuber about last year. The main reasons really is, now that I think about it, I got old. You know, I got kids and that, and I just don't have the time and the energy to actually play the game the way that you actually are meant to. We'll get into that later on. Comment down below your thoughts on FIFA. Do you play it? Do you not play it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? You probably don't like it if you're watching this video, to be fair. So yeah, 3,000 likes. Let's hit that. Subscribe if you're new. About 70% of you guys who have watched my recent videos are not subscribed, so please do help me out. And for the best football prints for yourself or your family, Vizeh Designs, my own design company, all made by myself. Link down below, top of the description. Use code Vizeh for 10% off. And for people in the comments that's going to be giving me stick for saying this, I'm sorry, but EA are not going to give you better pack rates because you protect them in a YouTube comment section. Why are you protecting a multi-billion-dollar company? The same company, by the way, famously known for being the worst gaming company out of the entire scene, and at every opportunity takes advantage of you. No, don't attack my billion-dollar company. Why are you protecting EA? You should be striving to get better out of your gaming experience. You should be wanting better for yourself if you actually want FIFA to do better. Why are you happy with what's happening? So yeah, that's my mindset entering into this video. There's 3 reasons why I'm doing this video. Number 1, Team of the Year, and therefore we're seeing some absolutely stupid, and I mean ridiculous nonsense in the last week. Number 2, my brother showed me Destiny, which I never actually really looked at or played in my entire life, and when typing up Destiny 2, I found this video titled Destiny 2 has become a Microtransaction Hell. And watching that full video, a great video by Aztecross, I actually feel like it's really not too far apart from EA at all. Bungie and that entire world of the gaming space have become well known in recent years of just basically taking advantage of their consumer base. However, despite no matter where you stand in the gaming sphere, we all can understand and settle on one thing. No one can disrespect their community more than EA. There's a reason why year after year, EA keep on being voted the worst company in the world. Probably. To understand my point of why FIFA has become a microtransaction hell, let me show you a page here by footmind.com. Shout out to them. I don't know who they are, but let's go with it. Here is a page of all of the different types of packs in EAFC. EAFC is FIFA, but no one calls it EAFC unless if you're a partner of them. Nerds. Anyway, every single person calls it FIFA anyway. Here's a page of every single pack that has been on FIFA since the launch. I think 4 months ago. We are now a third into the game cycle. Here is the screen, okay? Are you ready? Let's scroll down now. Yeah. Yep. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going. Yep. And right at the bottom. So, I'm not even going to try to attempt to count how many packs that is, but all you need to know is that that is the entire fundamental core of the game. Remember, this is a football game where the main part of playing the game is to play football. I've said this 1,000 times, so go watch my other video here to get a more in-depth part of it, because I'm not going to go into it anymore. However, look, it's like playing Call of Duty, but you're not actually playing the game to play the game. Like, you're not getting these guns to go and actually use in a lobby and use in a match and actually see the gun and, you know, like to tear people apart with it. No, you're going to be actually collecting the guns to then put the guns into more guns to get a better chance of getting a better gun. And that is pretty much what's happening here. You're now getting these players from these packs to then put the players into a bigger pack called an SBC to then get a chance to get another player, which if you don't get a good player there, then you put that player into another player pack to then get a different player pack and hopefully get a better player in that one too. And then you repeat that to the dawn of time. In no part of this are you actually wanting to play the actual game. You know, use the cards of the players to go play with a player in a game of football. It makes my jaw drop. Now, because I've not played FIFA really for the last 2 years, I've gone into other games and I've spoken to different members of different communities, being an F1 community, COD community, Football Manager community, we all know what they think, and also Rocket League. These are games that I've played quite a lot in the last year or two and I thoroughly enjoy. If you ask any of these people, which is the most disrespected and potentially brain dead community in the entire space, they would say, the sports gamers. These are yearly cycle games that is, by its core, just simply a reskin of brand new rosters, brand new kits, and brand new leagues. That is, to its core, what each FIFA is. It's simply a reskin of the previous game, but with the correct teams and lineups and kits and graphics. Like, that is pretty much it. The rest of it is just a bonus, and that is something that we got used to in the 1000. Again, went through that entire video, not going through it again. So why is it a microtransaction hell? Well, I'm going to go into why EA and how they've gaslit the community over the last 4 years, 5 years, to then be so used to not playing the game that they actually don't care anymore about not playing the game. Most importantly, they no longer even care about not even getting a good player. You could be scamming them in front of their face and they wouldn't really care, because they've now set up a system that just because you don't get a good player that is actually worthwhile anything, it's still seen as a good pack. How they've pulled this off is incredible. Honestly, EA, you're geniuses. You were literally robbing people blind £35 for a pack this week to get a 4.7% chance of packing a team of the year, and people were still buying it. £35. Here's a list of things you could buy for £35 that will make it more worthwhile than getting a pack that gives you a less than 5% chance of getting what you actually really want. A family trip to the cinema, 1 ticket for a Premier League match, 1 ticket plus also food and drink to a Championship or EFL match, 2 tickets and food to a non-league match, 1 entire meal at Five Guys. This is the main part I want to talk about because I also find it stupid, and honestly, I don't care if you are hurt by this. If you are in this cycle, you are wasting your time. Yes, I get it. It's okay if you go on FIFA every now and then and just give it a go with your mates. Play some pro clubs. This is only FUT I'm speaking of it, by the way. Obviously, by microtransaction being a title, because they will not put it in pro clubs, because guess what? They don't know how to make money from it. Same thing in career mode. And guess what? There's a reason why pro clubs and career mode have not really reached their potential ever. Oh wait, actually, career mode actually did reach a peak almost. Before Ultimate Team became a thing. We're gonna use this as a sample. Epic Team of the Year pack. 25 players rated 86 or higher, guaranteed. And then a bunch of loans that you don't actually really care about. This is how they get you. Back in the day when you opened a pack. By the way, when I say back in the day, I mean like 3-4 years ago. I'm not talking back in 2012. If you got a pack from the store and you opened the pack, if you didn't get like a good player worth any money, then you would be upset. Because, wow, I've spent all this money on, by the way, an untradeable pack. It's untradeable. Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention that really key detail. And basically all these packs in the store are all untradeable because basically they don't want it to actually have any coins at all. That's also the same reason why pretty much any worthwhile rewards you get in FUT Champs or Rivals or anything all pushes you towards untradeable items. Because if you cannot sell players, then you're stuck with the players that you have, and therefore they've got to go in SBCs. EA does not want you to have any coins because, well, that means that they have less control of you. For example, there used to be a great SBC back in 17, 18, 19, even 20 called Hybrid Leagues and Nations Advanced SBCs. Now you may say, oh wait, Liam, but they do exist. No, not in the not in the same way we know, bro. And also, by the way, League SBCs. Wasn't that a great thing we had back in the day? So why are people spending 700,000 coins on a pack with guaranteed players, but not the guaranteed player that you want, which is, by the way, a Team of the Year? By the way, someone may say, oh wait, but there's some other packs later on that has a higher chance. I think it's 8%. Wow, it's still £35 for 8% chance of a player. You're not really winning the debate here. Do you actually value your money, or you don't value your money because you're spending your mummy and daddy's credit cards instead? Which, by the way, a lot of people do. I did it, you did it, everyone did it when you're younger because we don't understand money. If you are a person which works hard for your money, and if you're not a YouTuber, then if you're spending your money on this, then you, my friend, is I think what we call it in the industry is a gambling addict. You want to chase the buzz of getting something, and EA is just giving you a free pass to go and gamble your money, and guess what? You actually earn none of it. You actually literally earn none of it, by the way, with these packs, because guess what? It's all untradeable. You pack a team of the year, great, mate, you can't sell it. But yeah, sure thing, you're right. Spending that's 8 to 10 hours of your day grinding SBCs non-stop to get literally nothing other than other fodder. By the way, fodder means high-rated cards, which aren't actually that good at playing the game, so you just put it into packs instead. That's what fodder is. And that is the entire main core fundamental part of what FIFA is now. Fodder. When it says includes 25 rare gold player items rated 86 or higher, you'll be like, wow, that's really good. Maybe I can get someone good like a Mbappe, or I don't know who's even good anymore that's even a gold, because they are all trash. You could pack a Messi, by the way, in like October, and like no one cares. It's like, yeah, it's Messi, who cares? Ronaldo, yeah, who cares? I mean, they're older now, but they're still quite high rated. But guess what? Hey, you pack Messi, no one cares, bro. So this is the cycle that you find. You play some FUT champions or rivals, and after spending a good couple of hours, maybe 5, maybe 10 hours going into FUT champions, and you may enjoy it, you may hate it. You most likely hate it because it's all the same gameplay each time, and usually it's never consistent gameplay, so it also feels like trash. But hey, it's fine. So you go and play your FUT champs, you get an okay rank. It doesn't really matter really, but anyway, you open your rewards, and usually you don't get really anything that's that good really at all, but one time you may get something okay decent, but the rest that you get is all going straight into SBCs, any sort of high rated SBCs. You don't typically really sell anything. People typically don't, because they don't really want to sell unless they're a higher priced version of that rated card. Then they will just keep them anyway because they'll need them for an SBC. Then you go into the SBC hub, and there's always a ton, and I mean literally, I'll scroll down now here, just how many SBCs there is right now. So as of the 22nd of January, these are how many different types of special upgrades or players or player pick that you can go and get right now today. 88 plus base Thunderstruck or Winter Wildcard Icon player pick. Alex Morgan, 83 plus 5 times attackers upgrade. Flashback Alphonso Davis. Team of the Year icon George Best. 89 overall duplicate exchange. 88 overall duplicate exchange. 87, 86 and 85 all duplicate exchanges. 81 double upgrade. 83 plus Team of the Year player pick. 83 plus times 10 upgrade. 84 plus times 5 upgrade. 85 plus player pick. Bruno Fernandes flashback card. Cafu icon card, Zico icon card, Thierry Henry icon card, 87 plus radioactive Ultimate Dynasties or Team of the Group Stage player pick, Florian Wirtz player of the month, Danny Welbeck flashback, Ashley Cole Centurions icon, Gavi versus Ice or versus Fire version, Pulisic player of the month, Solanke player of the month, Hugo Lloris Legacy Premium SBC, Ruben Neves player moments, Brian Brobby player of the month, Maldini icon, Raheem Sterling versus Ice version or the versus Fire version, Dom Veek player of the month, David Trezeguet Winter Wildcards icon, John Stones Winter Wildcards, Roy Keane Winter Wildcards icon, Kepin Diatta Winter Wildcards, Suker Winter Wildcards icon, Addison Winter Wildcards, Ian Wright Winter Wildcards icons, Immobile Winter Wildcards, more Wildcards, Mbabu Wildcards, Del Piero, Balotelli, Luis Hernandez, Rude Hullet, Eusebio, Winter Wildcards crafting upgrade, Zinedine Zidane, and that is it. Are you taking the fucking piss? What I just went through right now are all of the available SBCs that you can go into right now. And this is how they get you. Typically back in the day, there was usually a couple of players you can get, maybe an upgrade or two, and it was kind of all condensed that you can really focus your attention into getting that one card. What they've done geniusly is that they keep on feeding you all these mad players with all these mad upgrades to try and get those mad players. It's impossible to get everything. And for some people, that's fine. For some people, you can just be fine with getting one of these cards. But the vast majority are not like that. What happens is that you start working on a player and you start getting 1 or 2, 3 squads of him done, maybe 4. You may be kind of halfway through and you've already put in your entire club into like, you know, 400, 500 coins down the drain into this SBC. So you kind of are locked in. You kind of got you've kind of got to commit to it, right? The issue is literally not even within a week, there's already 4 or 5 different types of icons or flashbacks or whatever there is, whatever the promo is, because by the way, there's a new promo every single week with a Team 1 and Team 2, by the way. There will always be something else that you are going to want to put something in to try your luck. If it's a player pick of a certain promo cards, you're going to put some more high raters into that, and you're always deciding, should I put my high rated fodder into this SBC or actually commit it into getting the player done. And at the end of the day, you are never going to get all of it done. You'll never get close to completing these players because there will always be a new one that is better. Yes, there's all these player picks and double upgrades or 83 times 10s that, by the way, are actually good. Like, I'm not disrespecting that these are actually really good because without it, it'd be impossible, right? However, even with these, it still is not possible to get even half of these icon, whatever these player SBCs are. Here lies the problem. You will never be able to grind the game enough unless if you spend every single waking hour of every day doing every squad battles, doing every rivals, doing every FUT champions, getting insane packs. You're still not guaranteed. Hence why, hey, here's a pack in the market that you could just go and buy outright. Saying to a person that is consistently doing these upgrades that, hey, here's a epic Team of the Year pack which has 25 players, all 86 or higher. I mean, just doing this pack alone can almost guarantee you doing at least 2, maybe even 3 squads of one of these top SBCs. If you are, let's say for example, working towards the Team of the Year icon George Best, well, doing a 700k pack is almost guaranteeing you to do at least 1 or 2 of those really big squads, right? By the way, in case you forgot, just to do George Best, you need 16 different squads, and that includes 1 89 rated team, 3 88s, and 4 87s. So in simplistic layman terms here, they've created an economy where you are opening packs to not even really care if you get anything good in the pack. Most people will open this epic Team of the Year pack, not get a Team of the Year, and be completely fine with it, not even expect a Team of the Year, no matter the fact it cost 35 quid. And by the way, I'm sure in a week time there'll be a 800k pack, a 900, and they will be a million. They will be a 1 million coin pack. Christ, there'll be a 2 million coin pack. I would not be surprised if there's a pack this year that costs you £100. People open this pack and will be completely fine with getting no Team of the Year because they're like, hey, I've got all these 86, 87, maybe some 88 or 89 ratings, and and they're gassed. They're like, okay, this £35 is spent wisely because I can now get a good 2 or 3 squads and basically jump ahead of the queue of all the grind to get a good amount of those squads done to complete an icon. Now, sometimes it could be a case of I'm only 1 squad away from completing this X card. Well, they'll just spend some money to jump ahead and just get it done and over with because they may have nothing else in their club. This is genius. Truly genius, and I am flabbergasted how the community are fine with it. They're not playing a football game to play football. I mean, why do you think no one cares about the esports? I mean, Christ, the E-Premier League is happening as we speak. This week, the E-Premier League happened. I can't even tell you more than 3 players that's there. And I used to be part of it. I used to be a commentator and go to these events with them. Evolutions, by the way, is also a factor, but I'm not really talking about evolutions. Yes, I don't really agree with the fact that you can spend money because it's also another way for them to also get a lot more money out of the consumer. And they even got me. I would never put a single penny of my own money into getting a pack. However, if I can get a Burnley player that I love and I get him into a much better card and I can actually use him, well, maybe it's worth the money. And they've got me. I actually paid money, I believe, for like in the first week or 2 to get one of my Burnley players to a really good card. I think it was going to be the Microtransaction. And I was like, I feel dirty. It feels like they've got me. And I hated the fact that they got me. And I guarantee this is the same for many people, or even for people that typically don't buy any points. However, the thing with that is the fact that even though I feel like they've got me, at least you get what you actually want. Even though at the same time, it was part of the reason why I stopped playing is that this is the breaking point for me. I worked really hard towards getting a Anasarori Evolutions card, working my way up, going through all the objectives, and I got him to, I believe, the second to last part of it. But he had like a 99 agility, 96 balance. Spadder weight in October was crazy. So I was like, okay, this is going to be nuts. It's my own player, and he's got, I think, 5-star weak foot. It's going to be mad. So I used him, right? I used him, and I loved him. I played him in battles for doing the objectives. I also played him in rivals as well, because I was also completing that too. And then I got into FUT Champs, and he was not the same card. The plays that I was using and working hard to complete, spending, and I mean hours, and I actually spent money to get this card up to a good standard, because it meant something to me, right? My ultimate team, I can get a Burnley team with some great ratings, and they're usable. That's insane. That they got me. I was hooked in. Then I used him in FUT Champs with alongside my other players, and he felt nothing like he should have felt. The same card that I used in battles or even rivals did not have the same feeling that he had in champs. And I played pretty much the entire champs, and I hated it because the card was not as smooth. He was laggier, he was heavier every single game. I even played it later at night because people were saying to get better gameplay, don't play around peak hours, play at 2 in the morning. Why do I have to play a game from a multi-billion-pound company at midnight when I've got kids and a job and I've got things to do, I've got responsibilities? I shouldn't be up at 2 in the morning to use a card in the way that I used him in a different game mode. Why are we normalizing this? Why are we acting like, oh, just play a different time? No, how about a multi-billion-dollar company makes the gameplay the same no matter what time it is? What are you on about? I'm sorry, I get annoyed. It's the fact that I don't understand why this community is completely fine with being treated like utter trash. And it seriously blows my mind. I don't understand. Maybe I'm old. I'm 25, right? So maybe I'm just a really grumpy guy. But when I look at FIFA, I don't understand it. I don't get why people are so bothered about it, because all I see is gambling. All I see is kids getting the buzz of gambling by putting their items and kind of gambling what they have on a slot machine, hoping for a better return. And it's not... And because it's not technically gambling by the law, it's completely fine. And kids at the age of 10, 12, 13 can get the high of getting something really good in a pack in the same way you can get the high of winning an ACCA, of winning a slot machine. For me, it's the same thing. And for me, it is literally just breeding the youth to be even more addicted. And for me, that's terrifying. And I've already gone into an entire video on that. I do apologize. It's another type of ranting FIFA video. But guess what? People don't talk about it. People don't talk about this in this way enough. I mean, I'm bored of it. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. And that's on me. That's on me. And I get why people in the scene would just want to shut up because, hey, it's kind of bigger than them. And, hey, if I say something, then I may not be given as many share plays because they may not like me anymore. But I don't care. That's just where I'm at. Tell me your thoughts. I'll see you next time. Comment down below. See ya.